What is a parenting trend that you refuse to adopt? My sister-in-law is a huge believer in gentle parenting, and while I think it's great in some situations, she takes it way too far. Her kids are completely out of control, and she refuses to discipline them in any way. She just talks to them in a calm voice, even when they're being really bad. One time we were at a restaurant, and her son, who was about 10 at the time, started throwing food at other customers. She just sat there and talked to him calmly, saying things like, "We don't throw food, sweetie." He ignored her and kept doing it. Eventually, the manager came over and asked us to leave. She was furious and said she would never go back there again. Another time, we were at my house and her kids were running around, knocking things over and breaking stuff. I asked her to please tell them to stop, and she said, "They're just expressing themselves." I ended up having to ask them to leave because they were causing so much damage. The final straw was when we were at a family gathering, and her daughter, who was about 8, started hitting my son, who was only 4 at the time. I told her to stop, and my sister-in-law got mad at me for yelling at her daughter. I told her that if she wasn't going to discipline her kids, then I would. She hasn't spoken to me since.